Okay, I want to start this part because this is going to be funny. First of all, when I go up to someone, the first question I ask them when I meet them is not, are you gay? Are you bi? Are you a lesbian? But yet we say it's one of the most important things in our lives. You know what I mean?
I know, it's like we completely judge people on like a top 3 things on their sexuality, on their race, and on their religion.
And we don't, that's not the first questions we ask them. So if they were the most important, wouldn't that be the first thing we ask?
Exactly.
Say if we just met. Say if I turn around and we're like, hey, what's up? Yeah. We go to the same school. What's up? Yeah, how's math? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what we ask. That's what's in our mind. We don't go, are you bi? So why is it different when they trust and confide in you? Why don't we redo this situation?
All right. Okay. Hypothetically speaking, we've just met, and I have no clue about anything about her. Hey, what's up?
Not much. What about you, mate?
Not much. I see you have a pretty cool band on your shirt.
Thanks. Yeah, music's the best. You can't beat that.
I know.
Yeah.
A few months later, we become like really close friends.
Yeah. And so we hug and we say hi.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, I have something I need to tell you. Shoot. I'm bi. And that's the reaction. They run away. But that wasn't the first thing they asked. And that's what gets a lot of bis and gays mad. If it meant a lot to the other person, wouldn't they just have asked that first?
I know. No, okay, here's what I'm thinking right now. Is that, like...
It takes a lot to tell someone that.
Yeah, but people, when they run away, either they're hiding it from themselves that they themselves are bisexual, or gay or lesbian or whatever sexuality you might be, or you're just a straight homophobe, which I don't really understand this. I mean, is it just the fear, or just does it gross you out that like two women doing it? And again, all this just comes back to sex. I mean, does it really matter if two girls fall in love? I mean, you can have a best friend that's the same sex as you, and you can say, man, I love you. And that's the same thing.
But what they get mad at most is a lot of people think I'm bi, which of course, as I've made clear, is not true. A lot of people think it. Trust me, you go around our school. And if I say I love you to her, they automatically go, are you going out with her?
I know.
It's like, I'm not bi.
Or if you're one of those people, that hangs out with all like the bisexual, lesbian, or gay people, and they generally tend to hang out with the same sex.
Yeah.
Psst, hey, I heard French Kanisha. She's gay. What? Girl, you crazy. Yeah. No. Maybe French Kanisha. I'm sorry if Ansley's watching this, because I know I took that from her. I'm going to give you credit for that, Ansley. And Shelby, Henley. Yeah.
Okay, keep on. To me, it comes down to, is the first thing you should ask, if you want to get into it, the first thing you should ask is, are you bi? Because if it's going to be a problem to you, you should ask it. Get out of the way. But the thing is, you don't wait till they trust you. And they let your feet, because it's one of the hardest things to do, I'll admit. It's to sit there and go, I've seen so many of my friends do it. Go up to someone and say I'm bi, or I'm gay, or I'm a lesbian, and they walk away. And they've trusted them enough to tell them. Probably one of the first people they tell.
It's sad, it's tragic, it's a shame.
And it comes down to, you need to be smart enough to not be stupid and not do the homophobic thing and run away. Because the homophobic thing is just going to lose friends, not gain them.
Exactly. But again, it's all just kind of makes me think back to like, does it really matter, first of all? Does it matter if you're a female and you prefer the company of other females? Because for one, maybe like men have maybe they've traumatized you in some way, maybe they've hurt you too much, or maybe you've just never had a general attraction. And for that,
I'd like to ask a question here.
Yeah.
It's okay for people to do drugs, get high, shoot people sometimes. You could talk to a complete stranger, know they're evil, completely torn apart inside, and still be friends with them. about that bisexual person and ditch them. What's worse, in my opinion, would be the drug addicts, the drug dealers, you know what I mean?
Exactly, but it's also kind of the same principle. It's like, have you ever, like, when you're younger, and you go up to someone, hey, Billy, I kind of like you. Ew, you're nasty, go away! You know, that kind of a situation. It's kind of like...
Oh, Dad, you're gonna wake my family up.
I'm sorry. No, it's like, ew, that's nasty, you're gross, go away.
You're a girl.
Ew, you got cooties. Like, it's the same principle. Because I guess they just don't want them to like each other, which... I don't get this. Why is it such a big deal? It's like, ew, oh my god. Beyonce likes me. Ew. Does it matter if they like you? Maybe it should just be like a little ego boost for you, maybe. Or maybe you don't need it, so don't listen to that.
Yeah. Here's what I think is funny. Is when those really, really, no offense, I'm not usually a stereotypical person, but those really, I'm going to use the word preppy because that's the best way I can say it right now. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not a stereotypical person. Don't worry about that. Trust me, I'm not a stereotypical person. But, I like when those really, really preppy people, let's say the populars instead. Say a better word. Say a popular kid comes up and they're like, and this last popular kid comes up and it's like, oh, I like you. And they're like, ew, she likes me. Or he likes me. What's the difference between that being a guy or a girl?
I guess it's like social class levels. It's kind of like if you're...
How do we come from social class levels from bi?
I don't know, because you're the one that's bringing this up now.
But it started with you too, so...
Oh well.
We'll have to watch the video and understand it all.
Maybe.
Watch all 3 parts.
Yes, this is probably the last part. I mean, hopefully. I have a really good rant on like all these cliques. Personally, I don't believe in a clique, and if you try to like label me, I'm not. No, the way I see it,
you're Raven. I'm Kirsty. That's it.
Okay, if you wanted to call me emo, scene, punk, poser, that's what my mama would have named me. But I'm not. I'm Raven. I'm unique. I'm myself. I'm heard this rant a million times.
First of all, there's no one like us. Trust me, if there's another me that think the world would be destroyed by now. Would you agree?
And if there's another me, there'd be a lot more of like
crazy people.
I wouldn't say crazy. I'd say mentally
insane.
Special.
Challenged.
Special.
But yeah, you would have driven them all to that.
The R word is bad. Kids, don't use it, okay?
Yeah, the R word is bad. But I'm saying in a point where she would have drove them to that. Because two of us would just make it all wrong. I mean, we're not unique. It's not who we are. It's not in our genes to be alike. It's not what God made us to be. God never made us to be alike.
Okay, if God made us to be a man, and then there's another guy, and then another guy, and another guy, and another guy. All 5 guys, exactly the same. Blonde hair, blue-eyed, or brown hair, brown-eyed,
like the Germany
or any
complete, like Hitler. Hitler only wanted blonde hair, blue eyes, straight male. That's all he wanted.
Yeah.
Perfectly, no handicaps, etc. And this is a way to say goodbye to us again. So why don't we close this with everyone's unique in their own way. Get over it. We are who we are.
We are in a day and age of more curiosity and more openness. So, you know, back in 1970s, they were probably a lot or the same amount of people, or maybe not the same because, you know, certain songs and stuff like that, you know, but there's probably some gays there, but they weren't open about it, and now people are open about it because there's more songs and like the mainstream artists about that.
Okay, well we're gonna close this right now because it's a way to say goodbye to us, so peace. I didn't mean to cut you there, but we all know this is gonna cut us out. So this was part 3. Bye. We're done with our rant.
Yeah, we love you, YouTube. I hope you love us.